Hello, everyone. Tonight is November 22nd. This is the monthly Board of Library Trustees meeting. And the first item on the agenda is to review the minutes of our last meeting, which was October 25th. Thank you.
Yeah,
That must have been challenging.
it was.
I was really impressed.
I was like, huh?
A motion to approve.
I second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Really, thank you so much for doing that.
Pleasure.
Okay, next item is to review and to approve the report of the director's activities from October of '22.
Oh, how was the New England Library Association?
That was very good. The topic I presented on was how to work with the boards, trustee board, foundation board, friends board, etc., and work with your town government to promote social justice and do programs that will promote DEI stuff. So
Fantastic.
people were very impressed at our town. We're like, you've not faced any pushback. You've gotten support from everyone. All that kind of stuff. So,
And where was the
It's-
conference this year?
New Hampshire?
New Hampshire, yes.
Manchester?
Manchester, New Hampshire. Thank you.
It's helpful, like, to put things in context of, because I think we're probably used to making, these things
Like,
happen.
this is the norm for us, right? But it's not for necessarily for other
Mhm.
libraries.
We're lucky.
Yep. Okay, so we need to act on that, so if somebody wants to offer a motion,
I second it.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next item on the list is to review the programs and services from October.
And I had also shared the attendance stats.
Yes,
Yes,
thank
that was
you.
great.
Doing that.
Thank you.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Yes.
You keep those anyway.
Pardon?
You keep those anyway,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
You can
not,
do it.
so it's not extra work to,
I mean, yeah, I just had to compile it.
Yeah.
Sonia keeps a record of
Oh,
children's
okay.
programs, the others,
Yeah.
their own programs.
I thought there would be more attendance for the, the alchemy.
I
Me
know,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
They, Sonia was disappointed too. They had scheduled it on another date before, and then they needed permission of the board to
Right.
sell the book.
So
And
they
so they
bumped.
changed
Okay.
the date. I don't know if that was the reason, but yeah, she said. But the author was very enthusiastic and shared his
Oh, that's-
book and stuff.
Wake Up with Wimpy was very
Yeah,
popular.
Yes, I
was just gonna
noticed that.
say.
119
Yes.
kids, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Worth
The,
waking up at 5 o'clock.
Wow.
Being here.
Is that what time it starts?
Yes,
At 5 in
we
the
come at
morning?
5. We come at 5:30, but the kids start coming at 6 o'clock. So I think
Oh.
we came at 5 probably.
Oh,
Wow.
Lot of coffee.
Yes. All day long.
What day is that held on during the week? Is it-
Tuesday morning.
It's a
always
Tuesday, so it's
released.
before
Book
school.
releases
Yeah,
are always
before.
Tuesdays,
Yeah.
Wow.
almost always.
Yeah.
Mm.
It gives the kids bragging rights that they got the book before anyone
Right.
else.
Mm.
And it looks like we have some teens participating in the Friday structured
Yes,
program.
yes, they
So
do.
that's good.
They
Oh,
do,
right,
yeah.
yeah.
The movies or the video games, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
And
the-
63 kids went to, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same thing.
63 kids went to Wiggle Worms? All
So
in
is
one
that
day?
here?
That is here,
Like all-
room A and B.
Okay, so it's in
Yeah.
here. Okay, I
Oh,
was
it's in
picturing it
here, not
downstairs and I was
No,
like,
it's not
oh.
downstairs. Wiggle words and book beats are held here
Okay,
because
because it's so many.
there are so many kids,
Wow.
families.
Excellent.
Families.
That's great.
We include the adults also
Yeah.
in the
Mhm.
count.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Can you tell us about trick or treat at Lake Street Park?
Oh, that was a lot of fun. It was, the 4 youth services staff were stationed at different places. They had their Halloween costumes and they were handing out candy or toy tchotchkes and stuff. So people, kids and families walked around that path. They could read the story and do trick or treat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So that's in place of the event that used to be at the library, right?
Yes. Last year we had planned it at Lake Street Park and it poured that day, so we had to
Oh.
move it in the last minute to the library. But this year the weather was wonderful.
That's good.
That's great.
You know what else? It's not down here, but it's just an indicator, I think, of some of the little things that you don't even, I mean, you probably just do, but I was so taken with it, right before the election or a few weeks before, they had the voting booth
Yes.
downstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, is it an
And it
actual
was-
voting
Yeah,
booth?
the actual one that the
Oh,
town
that's
clerk
great.
loaned
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, and my grandson, my 9-year-old grandson, saw it right away and
Yeah.
voted, and
Yeah.
that was
That's
great.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Actually, somebody mentioned it to Sonia and me at the Spirit of Shrewsbury.
Mm.
So then Sonia reached out to the town clerk and they were willing to loan us that.
Oh, it was just such a
yeah,
nice
it was
thing.
fun.
Yeah, it's great.
What did they vote for?
Pigeon and the elephant,
Yeah.
things like that,
Yeah.
Clifford or
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah, right.
dog or
Yeah.
cat, things like that.
Important choices.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
That's awesome.
Okay, any other comments or? Okay, then moving on to financial and legislative, review the year-to-date report. Everything looks good. Do you have any concerns, Priya?
No? No, everything looks good. You see the amount that's been added in the transfers adjustments for library materials? This was after the special town meeting.
Excellent.
Oh, great.
You did it, good.
Yeah. See, it looks good.
Okay, does somebody want to make a motion unless you have questions or?
I have one question, and it's regarding the trusts. We haven't seen any, I haven't been aware of any information on that.
We actually, the financial subcommittee of the board
Yeah.
met last week.
Oh, okay.
And I shared the reports from
Okay.
them. If you want, I
Okay.
can share it with all
Okay.
of you.
Good, as long as we've got our
Yeah.
finger on the pulse, that's.
Yes.
Well, no, it was just a very timely question. to
Yeah, I
answer,
guess
because we were
so. You
talking
just,
about it.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get some more information from the people who run the trust for us, in terms of what we can do with that money and that kind of thing.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, any other questions?
Motion to approve?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Next up is facility equipment and grants. Anything there?
We've been having a little bit of a problem with the HVAC. It's, the older part of the building was very, very cold last week. And then they came and, looked at it 2 or 3 times during the week. And they were able to fix it. Some circuit had now it's very hot. So my office, you can see the temperature. It went from 60 degrees when it was cold. Now it's 80, 81.
Oh,
So I
geez.
don't know
my
if they're
goodness.
having
Yeah.
trouble regulating the temperature. So I've been informing them about it.
And they still haven't figured out the lights
They
outside
still
down
haven't,
the
and I've
stairs.
been
Yeah.
communicating with public facilities on that. They don't know where the controls are for those lights.
As you go down to the lower parking
We were
lot.
talking about that last
Yeah,
time.
so there are lights built into the
Stairway.
side of, the side of the stairs,
Huh.
but they don't work. They used to work, but they don't work now.
They don't work
And
or
it's
they're
ve-
not
it is,
on.
it's very dark
Yeah.
at night,
Mm.
going down those stairs.
Yeah, I get worried
Did
too in the
notice
winter
that.
when
Yeah.
it might be
Yeah.
slick. Huh.
And it's dark at 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
these
it's
days.
dark even earlier, so, yeah.
Do you know, Priya, if the HVAC system was completely, or does anyone know who's on the building committee, was it completely redone during the renovation
think
of the
so.
building? So this is a relatively
I
new
think so.
system.
I would guess.
So for the
So
stairway
is-
lights, there's some plans or diagrams or something, somebody
They
trying
are
to
trying
find
to
and-
figure that out.
Yeah.
They don't seem to know where the controls are for that. But initially, they thought it was because of the time change, but the time change should have only been effective,
Yeah.
by an hour or
Right.
something.
It doesn't come
Not-
on at all.
Not go on,
Yeah.
not going on at all.
Is that when they stopped, when they turned off?
Seemed, no, maybe we just discovered
No,
it's darker.
that was
now.
before that.
Because once it
Yeah,
got darker,
must
I
have
was
been
very
before
aware of
that,
it.
yes.
Yeah, so if you're going down the stairs, I suggest you use your phone flashlight, seriously,
Yeah.
so you can see.
Yeah. Huh. So who on the town side looks at that? Is it the,
The electrician, I think, he has been here a few times, and I have informed.
okay. Well, hopefully that will be resolved by next meeting.
I hope so. Or before.
Anything under gifts and grants
No.
and personnel?
So Melissa will be attending the Effective Leadership Development Training. This is something that the town manager offers to town employees, managers, manager level employees every year. So they have about 10 people from from our town and other towns also. And this year they're doing it right here in the library.
Oh, that's
So
convenient.
she's attending that. It's an 11-week program.
Oh,
Is that 1 day a week? Or-
1 day a week, Wednesdays, yeah. And Mike attended this convention on local government. This was, he had attended another one in Ohio a few
remember
months
that,
ago.
yeah.
And then I think they picked leaders, potential leaders under 40, and he was one of the delegates,
Oh, that's great.
that was picked. And he went to Nebraska for 2 days, and he'll be continuing to work with a small group that he had started working with during the convention. It's on revitalizing local government employees through increased compensation and benefits, mentoring, training, a system for reintegrating ex-convicts into society via training and experience working for local governments. So different kinds of things that leaders in local government will be working on. So it was a great opportunity for him.
How is that funded, that trip?
That's what I was gonna ask.
The town funded that.
Okay. And how's our new IT, no, what is it?
Principal department
Yeah,
assistant.
yeah,
They're doing really well.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, Okay, anything else under personnel? No, we covered that pretty well. Okay. On to the Shrewsbury Public Library Foundation.
I'll comment on that. The foundation had an event on November 17th last week, and it's something that has been tossed around and talked about for quite a long time. So we invited select people from the community. We call them ambassadors, and we had a kind of a roundtable discussion about how the foundation might move forward with reaching more people in the community, making them aware of the foundation and what the foundation work entails. And we had some very good feedback. Deb spoke on behalf of the trustees and just made people aware of what some of the needs are and the goals and mission of the foundation board, the foundation. So we are going to do some follow-up with people, and we're also working on our annual appeal, the first of which was last year, so this is only our second time doing this. So we're trying to reach more residents, not just people who have given in the past. So we're working on that and hope to have a mailing done by mid-December. So moving along on that. So lots of good feedback and suggestions from people who are engaged in the community in other ways. So.
Was the foundation board happy? It seemed like a really good turnout.
There
were a lot of people there.
Yeah, I'd say about half of the people that were invited were able to attend, which isn't bad. The trustees were well represented. Thank you for your support in that respect. And yeah, I think we were pretty pleased with how it all went. So.
I thought it was a lot of good open discussion.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep, and
Yeah,
people
I
were
agree.
very forthright in
They were.
expressing their, some ideas and some misconceptions, which was really important to hear.
Right.
You think, oh, everybody knows everything. No, they don't.
Right, even the
So-
people who are really engaged.
Yes, who are very much plugged into what's going on in the community. So, yeah, so in that respect alone, it was very worthwhile.
Mhm.
And when do you meet again?
Well, we met yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Debriefings.
Yeah, we had a debriefing yesterday.
Okay.
And then our next meeting is
January.
January 23rd, I think it is.
Okay, very good. All right, moving on to the Friends of the Library.
I don't think there's any new update. The bookstore is open, and we have volunteers coming in every day.
And how does one sign up to volunteer in the bookstore?
You can send an email to Annie Lee,
Oh,
our
Annie
volunteer
Lee.
coordinator.
Oh, okay.
How much longer is she here for? Until
She's
her-
here till December, till Christmas.
Oh, she
Yeah.
is, okay, a
Yes.
few more weeks then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can reach out to Melissa.
Okay.
Is it, I know they were looking for people that could consistently, like, every Wednesday, 10 to 12 or whatever, so do you know if that's been
We do
sort
have
of?
that now, kind of.
Oh,
yeah.
that's great.
Okay, so maybe it'd be like on a fill-in basis or
Right.
do an evening?
Yeah.
or-
I think we're also going to try to have a kind of a pop-up CD sale on the holiday open house.
Mhm.
Oh.
December 3rd.
December 3rd. Got a lot of CDs down there, so if you're interested, come on by. They'll be priced to sell.
We'll pay you to take
Yeah, well,
them.
Okay, very good. How about with policies for you?
I don't have anything new, but I did share the collection development policy, because last time we were talking about the statement of concern in case a patron wants to, object to something on the display or as part of the collection. So it is the last part of the collection development policy, Appendix 3, statement of concern about library resources. Did you all
see
get to
that.
see
No, we
it?
didn't
I
get
didn't see it.
get
It wasn't
that.
in the email?
Did you get
That
it?
was there in the email. It's like
Is
a
it,
link.
maybe it's in the Google Drive?
No, it's a link.
It was in the link
Click on
Oh,
within
yes,
the
yes, I'm
email, I
sorry,
think.
Priya, it's right
It was a
there.
link within the
Yeah.
email.
Oh, okay.
You wanted to see who was paying attention.
For a change, I was.
Teacher move.
Yeah, that's right.
And I failed.
Me too. We're good company. Okay.
That's why I
Um,
said next year.
But
I
keeping
could
it
have
real.
copied and pasted it separately.
But that was something that came up in the,
The MLTA
right,
discussion.
it was to review that
Yes.
annually? Is that?
Oh, the collection development policy itself, we do review annually, and this is part of that.
So just scrolling down.
I know, we're all like,
Long. Now there's 25 pages to
Oh.
very quickly read.
I didn't see
What
it
if
either.
somebody, wants to,
okay.
Oh, I
has
see.
any objection, then this
Okay.
is the form that we would give them.
I
It's called the
see.
reconsideration.
Okay. Okay. That's great.
And then it will be brought to the Board of Trustees, and we say, at the next scheduled meeting, they will review it.
And until that time, that item or product is still available.
Yes.
Okay.
Has anybody ever approached you with this?
They have in the past. Generally, if the staff member talks to them about our collection development policy, why this particular book was selected and stuff, generally they are appeased. And we've not, I don't recall if we had to go to this stage where we had to, ask them to fill. We do ask them to fill the form, but the director will talk to them, and they usually have.
Should not have to pull back
We
anything.
have not had to pull out anything.
Good.
And this was last updated.
I
In
think
February.
some early 20, yes.
Yeah.
2022. Yes.
And it's important to have that policy in place. So
Yes.
that
Yeah.
we do get feedback
Right.
from patrons.
It's good questions too.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for
Okay.
sharing that, Priya.
Yes. Yeah.
Sure. You're welcome.
I obviously did not thoroughly read the email. But this whole section is pretty rich in demographical, is that a word?
Yes.
Demographic information.
Mhm.
Okay, very good, thank you. And last item is regarding the update on the strategic planning process.
So the stage at which we are now is we've created a community survey, and we are encouraging everyone in the community to respond to the survey. There are hard copies available in English, Spanish, and Mandarin on all the 3 floors of the library. Flyers with QR codes are there at the self-service checkout stations, in the group study rooms. The link is posted on the library website on the home page. It's on Facebook. We've sent it via our electronic newsletters. And this newsletter, which you will be receiving tomorrow, hopefully, also has the QR code to the survey.
Oh,
So,
terrific.
Yeah.
hoping we will get a lot of responses. We want to know what everyone wants from the library, what kind of program services that we should offer in the next few years. So we really happy if we receive.
Is there a
lot of
cutoff,
responses.
a cutoff date? for
The
when-
cutoff date is December 20th.
Okay.
And it's beautifully prominent on the website.
Yes, it's
Because
right
I went
there.
Today, and I was like,
Um,
oh, there it
yes.
is. You know,
Yeah.
you can't miss it.
Right.
So, that's
Yeah,
good.
it's,
And it's very easy to fill out.
It
really
It is,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
quick.
it should
It's-
take
it's-
about 5 minutes.
yeah. I shared it to one of the Shrewsbury Facebook pages
Oh,
that has
okay.
about 7,000
Yeah.
members, so figured
That's a
every
good
little
idea.
bit,
Good idea. That's a great
just put a
idea.
link to it, and then,
Yeah.
I think
We'll
I
be
linked to the
posting
website
it.
and the
We
survey.
will also be posting it regularly to,
Yes.
posting it again
Yeah.
to various groups. I've shared it with the school superintendent, who said
Oh,
he
good.
would share it through community bulletin
right.
and to
Yep.
all the faculty
Oh,
and
that's good.
admin staff.
Very good.
One thing that wasn't on here that we talked about last time is a staff appreciation.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yes,
I do
yes,
have a-
yes, and, yeah.
That's
Okay.
something. We did
Yeah.
a survey of the
Okay,
staff.
good.
Asked all staff to participate, but we received 28 responses.
Oh, good. That's good.
And we asked if they'd be interested in attending a social event after work on a Friday or in the morning,
Mhm.
during our staff meeting
Mhm.
time. So we got, out of the 28 responses, 89.3% said yes for a Friday evening.
Oh,
after
great.
work.
Wow.
Wow.
After work. And
I'm
we
surprised.
we picked, two other questions were about on-site activities or off-site activities. What would you be interested in? And the on-site activities that were part of the choices were indoor mini golf, karaoke, catered meal, facilitated crafting activity, a cooking demo followed by a meal, a movie, music and socializing, tabletop game night, etc. And the overwhelming response, positive response, was for a catered meal in the
Ah.
library.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And the off-site activities, the choices were bowling, axe throwing, was suggested
Right.
by a staff member.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all
Yeah.
good, there's no
Yeah.
judgment.
It's getting more popular now.
Yeah.
Dining at a restaurant, a trivia event, bar, arcade, movie, outdoor mini golf. And 68% of the people chose dining at a restaurant, followed by 44% for bowling and 44% for trivia. So I guess people could do more than one. Pick one.
Right.
So first, second, third choice. Yes. So it's
I mean, it's good because if you are planning more than one event per year, you have multiple
we have
options.
Yeah,
more
that's a good
events.
idea.
Right.
Yes.
So in light of that, do you want to spend some time now talking about either the holiday time or what to do with this information?
Sure.
How to proceed? 'Cause I think
Anecdotally, the staff said before the holidays.
before the holiday.
Before.
Yeah. Surprising, yeah. So it's very little time.
Oh, boy.
It's not a lot of time to plan,
Yeah.
right?
So the top one was to have a catered meal here on a Friday after.
Yeah.
Okay.
That might not be so hard to do before the holidays. It's a catered meal, I mean,
And how many?
as
staff-
opposed
Right,
to
so
like
we'd
an
RSVP.
activity.
If everyone was
Right.
to
Yeah.
come,
We only got 25 responses. So
But if
I'm
everyone-
not
Out of
sure if
40.
everyone's going to attend. But
Okay.
I can find that out. I mean,
Okay.
if we decide that that's what we want to do,
okay,
then I can ask how many
Okay.
would be able to attend.
okay.
Okay. So,
And payment for that would
Yeah.
be, I think that couldn't come out of the budget, could it?
We could use state aid, I think. Not definitely. definitely not the
Yeah.
operational budget, but
Yeah.
state aid as a team building
Yeah.
effort.
Okay.
That doesn't give you many
It'd
Fridays.
be, yeah, December 2nd, 9th, or 16th.
I mean, we could do it later, I mean, January. I did not include that in the actual survey, we just
Yeah.
chatted about
I mean, 16th would give us enough time, though.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm really relaxed about a catered meal is a very easy thing to do in my mind.
Well, it does require some planning.
Yeah.
You know, set up, you know,
Decoration.
the decorations, yeah, right.
Need a firm count too.
And a
Okay.
firm count,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 16th would be the last possible Friday for this year, though. before the
Yes, I
holidays.
agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Right. Or we just go into,
We could go into January.
Right.
Or we could hold off on that. It sounds like they'd like to be treated to a nice meal and just enjoy each other's company in a social setting. Could we, maybe as a trustees, could we provide a breakfast type of thing for a staff meeting, just to say thank you for this year? I mean, it's a
Sure.
much smaller scale, but
yeah, that's a good idea.
I
And then
think
do
it's-
something in
and then do
January,
something
Because I feel like by the
later on.
16th, everyone's going to
I
be,
mean,
not
I
us,
wouldn't
but just
even-
like
I
staff.
wouldn't even know who to, maybe, I don't use caterers that often, so I think it takes a lot of planning while we're busy doing other things right now, too. So, what do you think of that?
I like the breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've done that in the past. And I think the last time we did it was like
It was a Valentine's
it was a
Day.
Valentine's Day, you know, kind of.
So staff
Yeah.
meetings are Friday
Friday
mornings before you open?
Yeah, we open at 10, so we
From
have
9 to
8:30
10.
to
8:30
to 10.
Well, certainly I can manage that.
I think let's do that for December, and
yeah,
then,
yeah.
for
Yeah.
next
Plan
year.
it later.
And then we can really
Yeah.
spend some time planning
Sounds
for
good.
something. Yeah.
But like, January, February is like so blah. It's kind of a nice, after
Right.
everything's
Yeah,
over, like it's
yeah.
kind of almost
Yeah.
sometimes more
Yeah.
enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the topic of planning this, I think it's, I'm a little wary of doing things that are particular to like certain holidays, just because they're not very inclusive.
True.
So it might be a better idea to do something on like National Library Week or something like that, as opposed to Valentine's or something that is
That's in
more
April,
cultural
yeah.
specific, yeah.
Or we could do, how about like New Year's? Would that be, or would that still be? I'm just trying to think of doing
I mean,
something
that-
before the year ends or at the beginning.
No,
of
the breakfast
year.
thing in December is perfectly
It's okay.
great, yeah, but I
Okay.
think for the
For a
next
dinner.
event, maybe do something that,
I don't think it needs another
it doesn't.
connection.
I don't
It's
think
it
just-
needs
it's
a
just we're
connection.
grateful.
It doesn't, it's,
doesn't.
it's,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah,
It's-
just
yeah.
a
It's
a
just its
non-date
own-
is just as good. I just think that dates that are culturally specific are
Mhm.
excluding
Yeah.
Right.
and exclusive.
Right.
And there's no reason.
Well, an
Yeah.
appreciation, breakfast
there.
thing is fine. I mean,
Yeah.
that's, we're at the end of the
End
year,
of year.
and so that makes sense. And then, a dinner, like you said, anytime. Has
Yep.
nothing to do with any holidays
Right.
or anything,
Right.
so,
Well, do we want to pick a date for the breakfast?
yeah. If we're gonna do it in December, yeah.
It could be that
This would be the
16th,
same,
yeah, I
yeah.
think.
That might be nice.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, one thing that we encountered the last time was providing something for a vegan diet.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
gluten-free.
Gluten-free.
I'm at a loss there, other than fruit. anything that's dairy would be, you know,
Right, no.
so there'd have to be something other than just, you know, the usual kind of breakfasty fare.
Right.
So,
Well, maybe we can talk about the specifics of that as we, in the next week or so. But certainly I volunteer to help out with that and
I can do
get it
that
going,
too.
Thank you.
so.
I'd
Do you-
be happy to help as well.
Oh, that's weird,
Thank
but you're
you.
gonna be in school. Okay, thank you, Nora.
Um,
No worries.
What kind of things do you remember, like, the last time? Like, what, was it like
It
coffee
was
juice,
so
fruit,
long
pastries,
ago.
like,
I
It
got
looks sort of like a
something from
continental.
Wegmans. I got like, and that, I wouldn't do that again. It was like breakfast sandwiches,
Okay.
Yeah.
and, you know, you couldn't keep them warm, and so, you know, that,
tricky.
That's
yeah,
too
it's
bad.
tricky.
I was
Right.
thinking of Wegmans, so
Yeah.
because they have such a good menu, but
Right.
I've never ordered breakfast stuff from them.
yeah,
so.
and, but I would, and at what
And-
time is the
8:30.
8:30?
And we can't bake, right?
We
Like,
can't?
Can we bring in baked,
Yeah.
like, things that
Oh,
are? okay.
sure.
Sure.
I guess that was a
Yeah.
COVID
No.
thing.
It might be kind of nice if we all.
Yeah, like if we,
contributed
yeah.
something. Yeah, that would be nice.
We did last time.
So,
Good.
yeah.
Did, yeah.
A
Yeah.
potluck.
I think
Yeah.
we did.
Yes,
Yeah.
we did. Anyone who
Brought in stuff.
wanted to. So a big fruit platter is
That would
something
be
we could
nice.
order.
Yeah,
And also I would suggest yogurt and
Oh.
granola, maybe.
coffee.
Actually,
doesn't
yogurt, you
require-
can get the non-dairy yogurt as well as an option.
Oh, is there such a thing? I didn't
Oh,
know.
yeah,
Oh.
you can get coconut milk or soy yogurt.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
Like juice, coffee, tea.
Yeah,
Mhm.
juice.
And we have a
Bagels,
coffee
that kind of
maker.
Either croissants or
Or
bagels or a mix with some
Or we'll bake
spreads.
stuff.
Yeah.
And I purchased new coffee grounds for Veterans Day. So
Oh, so we've got a supply. Okay.
What did you do for the Veterans Day, because you serve refreshments after that?
yes,
So how did you?
we actually, one of our staff reached out to Dunkin' Donuts, and
Yeah.
they were generous enough to donate 5 dozen donuts. and
5,000?
Five dozen.
5 dozen.
Oh.
You were like, I didn't get that memo.
That doesn't add up to
I would've been
5,000.
here to help
Damn.
5 dozen is a lot.
You spent
6 donuts.
And there were no knives.
that was for the entire time.
And there were no donuts left in the state.
Yeah, right.
Today Massachusetts ran out of
Whoa, I like donuts, as you can probably.
Oh, no wonder she was like, why was I not?
I know.
Yeah.
They
Okay,
donated
yeah.
donuts and coffee.
Yeah.
That's
We
nice.
went to Wegmans. We got 1 platter of what is that? Some kind of mini, sandwiches
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah.
And then we went to BJ's and got some cookies
Okay.
and sweet treats and stuff,
Good.
apple cider and stuff.
And how many
Mhm.
people are usually at the staff meeting on Friday?
Oh, staff meeting, just about 20.
Okay. But it'd be nice to have some foods available throughout the day, I would think, for people who
Come
come
in
in
later.
later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay,
Okay.
sounds good.
So then what happens-
In order to have a kind of a semi-accurate count, should we, I remember the last time we had a little flyer that we posted around and then asked for people to sign up. Can-
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
So why don't we do I'll do some research about some of the options that people have suggested tonight. If people want to bake and contribute, that would
Yeah.
be
I will bake.
great as well.
Yep.
And then we can pull it all together. Now, this is something that I think that is not covered under the budget or under, so this would have to be a shared cost
I
amongst
think
us.
that
That's
has
right.
been the
Yeah.
practice.
Yes, it has, yeah.
So,
That's
I think
Yeah,
it
so
is
that's
what we did
why
last time, yeah.
baking, you know, and contributing
Baking,
that
yeah.
way,
Yeah,
so
Yeah.
that we're, you know, it won't be,
it won't.
Too
won't be
costly.
Too costly if we
Right.
can contribute some from our own kitchens,
Right.
yeah. And I think that's meaningful as
Mhm.
well. Hopefully tasty too, but.
They should.
Priya, I had a question. The last time we met, the human library was going to take place.
Oh, yes.
So tell us how that went.
Oh,
Mm.
sure. So it was a very nice event.
Mhm.
Again, Deb was here.
April, you were here.
Yes.
And April came. So there were only 6 books.
Mhm.
8 people had signed up, but 2 couldn't come on the last day. So there were 6 people, so we had set them up on tables around the meeting room. And, there were 2 staff members, and we thought we might have to regulate the people who come in and speak to them. But unfortunately, there were not too many readers who came. But what was nice was the books all got to know each other, and they became really good friends, and they had a great time. They stayed for 4 hours.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, though not too many people, of course. Like I said, Deb and April were here, a couple others. I think there were 6 people total who came for that entire 4 hours. But they got to speak with everyone. So
Mhm.
it was very nice. I mean, I'm happy that I hosted this event. I did give feedback back to the parent organization, and I said it would be great if you would allow us to do it,
Right.
more than once a year.
Mm.
Each time
Mhm.
you have to apply and get their permission and all of that. So I feel that, the momentum is built and people in the community might be more aware of this,
Right.
and it would be
Mhm.
nice if we could host
Especially
it
if they
again.
see it
Yes.
happen once, then
Exactly.
they're more aware of.
Mhm.
Exactly.
It
And these
existing.
people will go and tell others, and,
Yeah.
word of mouth,
Right.
more folks would get to know about it. But, yeah, so I
It was
was
great.
good. What did you think?
Oh, absolutely, and the camaraderie that you mentioned was palpable almost. You could
Yeah.
Mhm.
feel how much they enjoyed just being with each other. It was very easy. You just
Yeah.
walk in and, the conversation flowed without any difficulty. It was eye-opening, and I would really encourage to
Mhm.
do it again
Mhm.
because it was just a lovely experience.
Right.
It really was.
I learned a lot.
Mm.
I left here and I was like, I gotta write all this stuff down that I just learned because I gotta go home and tell my
Yeah.
people, and it was really, I think it was a little bit hard to find, like when I came in, I was like, where am I supposed to go? So like even like having signage right by the Friends book sale or something, like Human Library.
I think we had it.
Did
I think
you?
we had the sign
Because there was
pointing
the
arrow.
board right
There
here,
was a
but I
board
didn't
here,
see.
But there was
Okay.
a small sign there
See,
too.
so I don't open emails, I don't read signs. I
No,
don't-
there are
like-
so many signs everywhere. We tend to miss
Um,
them.
But yeah, I think having
Yeah.
it build, and I think probably things depend on who signs up to be the books.
Right.
Because if you're like, I really want to learn about this or that,
Right.
there's such a huge range of people who could come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, yeah, but it was
It'd be
lovely.
nice to have one for kids too, to
Mhm.
have children be able to ask questions to adults about
Mhm.
things they want.
But they could come.
That's true.
They could have.
They could have come, yeah.
I mean, that day, there was also that craft fair at the church.
Yeah.
I had in fact given flyers to them to
Oh.
post. Deb Delgado had
Yeah.
taken some. But,
Yeah. It was a beautiful day.
It
I
was
think
a beautiful
most
day.
people were probably raking leaves or
Yeah.
going to the beach or something. It was one of those nice fall days.
it was
yeah.
a nice day,
Yeah.
yeah. And then we had a children's program to which about 40 people went, so.
Figures.
And I neglected to mention that the foundation sponsored a distinguished
Oh, yes.
speaker event on the 13th of November with Stephen Pulio, who's a author and historian. And we had and he talked about the humanitarian efforts of the United States during the Irish potato famine. And he'd written a book about it, so it was very interesting. We had about 25
25.
people in person, and then maybe
5 people on
5
Zoom.
people on Zoom. And that was on a Sunday afternoon. So I think people really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was also taped by the
Yes.
Shrewsbury Media Connection.
Yep.
Great. Okay, very good. Anything
I
else?
have one more thing, Deb.
Yeah.
This is about land acknowledgement. Our reference librarian, Jess Datry, has been doing a lot of research and reaching out to people in the Nipmuc community. And she's communicated with quite a few people. And she's created a draft of the called SPL Land Acknowledgement. I can share this later with everyone, but I'll just highlight what she's mentioned. So it would, and she's taken adapted it from also the Holy Cross College website and the Framingham State University. Many of them have this statement these days, acknowledgement, land acknowledgement. So it would be like this. The Shrewsbury Public Library acknowledges that the land we live, work, learn, and commune on belongs to the original homelands of the Nipmuc tribal nations. We acknowledge the history of genocide, slavery, and forced removal from this land and the resulting harmful impacts on Native peoples both past and present. We wish to honor and pay respect to the Nipmuc and other neighboring indigenous peoples and the ongoing connection they have with the land on which we gather. So this is something, if the trustees approve, we could have it on our website, we could post it in our meeting room, a laminated sheet, and read aloud at the beginning of our trustee board meeting, other meetings, staff meetings, before introducing a presenter or performer, and have it on the website under the mission and history page or local history section, post it on our Facebook page, profile, etc. So I'll share I'll share this document with all of you, and maybe at the next meeting we can
And as an
discuss
email
it.
signature also.
Pardon?
As an email signature also, for like the official email from the Shrewsbury Public
Oh.
Library
Yeah,
as a signature statement.
sure,
Yeah, this is long overdue, so,
right.
yeah.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
I
It's
attended the
very-
upstander screening
Mhm.
that Jess did.
Yeah.
It was quite good.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
we've
that's
established
wonderful.
connections with a few people, and we're also asking them to, help us with a consult on recommendations on collection development, to see if the books that we have are outdated or, need to be replaced, and if they have recommendations. And we've told them about our lobby display and the
Right.
art display opportunities here if they want to contribute to that. And things like that.
Do you know, does the town have any other similar statement?
I don't think so. And in fact, I was thinking I'll share it with Kristen or someone else also.
Good idea.
It's pretty powerful. Good. Okay, anything else? No? Okay, so I will be emailing people about the 16th, just keeping you up to date and asking what, if anything, you might want to contribute. Certainly I'll be setting up and all that kind of stuff. but-
And I'll get a sign-in sheet
Yeah, that
from
would be
staff,
helpful.
so we know how many
Yeah,
people
but
are.
Oh,
people
And I'll make up a little poster, like a
Oh.
you're invited
Yeah.
kind
Oh,
of thing
that's
that you
nice.
can, post
Share it
around in
with
the
Sure.
That would be
various
nice.
places,
Right.
the back
So-
room and the break room and all.
Yeah.
Do you meet in here?
Yes.
And we can just set up
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. and
Come for the
unless-
newsletter, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
QR code to the survey. Really like everyone.
it looks
Great.
lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sam, much before.
Yes.
Vanna.
Maybe before you can check out another book.
You must take a survey.
Only kidding.
It's on the receipt, actually, the QR code is on every receipt that
Is
you
it?
get
Oh
when you
my
check
gosh.
out stuff.
That's a really
Ah,
good
that's
idea.
good to
Very
know.
efficient.
It's just that we have to keep telling people though, it's
Yeah.
there, please.
Yeah.
Right.
All
So,
right.
our
Well,
next meeting's the 20th.
20th, yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
very good.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Have a nice Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes.